Premium member on our website, overtake.gg.
Premium members enjoy extra benefits such as an ad-free browsing experience, special community deals, discounts, and Overtake Turbo, which provides setups, coaching, and one free esports setup per month powered by Track Titan.
Another cool feature are community reviews, so you can have a chance to contribute and share your opinion on not yet released hardware or games.
Join as a premium member on overtake.gg for just €1 a month. Hey guys, good morning or good afternoon. Good morning more for the US folks and afternoon for the Europeans. So yeah, welcome. Another Project Motor Racing live stream. Last week we had some good fun actually in the multiplayer. And maybe we can do some multiplayer today as well, if some of the guys are around from last time. I mean, I don't see why we should not open a lobby and drive the GT500s together if that's possible. So yeah, but we will first have to test a lot of cars. And I'm quite happy about this, because when do you get the chance of driving proper GT500 machinery in sim racing? There might be a few Assetto Corsa mods, for sure. Yes, Gran Turismo, of course, but in such a package, when I learned about this, I was super hyped, actually. Project Motor Racing announced this already, I think, or it was leaked, I think, before the release of the game, even, that they've had this in store. So yeah, quite cool to see. There's also a new track, but there's 9 cars, actually. And yeah, it's really, for me, like you see here, Toyota Supra. I'm a huge Japanese car culture JDM nerd, so this is all coming together. Japanese motorsport, JDM culture, kinda, and sim racing. So perfect for me, right? Hello, Roadhog. Hello, Basher Skins. Yeah, please be good. Yeah, that was my thought as well. But yeah, we'll see. Let's actually take a look at the Steam page to give you an idea what this DLC pack contains. I did not have time to test it in depth yet. I just made a few test laps because we were the last 2 days also quite busy with Le Mans Ultimate's new updates and the new car, etc. Maybe you saw the Genesis video today. So everything came at the same time on Friday, basically, with like, here you have access to this, you have access to this, and then we had to kind of prioritize a little bit, and my day only has 24 hours, so I decided this would be a perfect and fun stream because we would also have to test so many different cars and we can just do it together. I think that's perfectly fine. So yeah, let's take a look at the Steam page here of Project Motor Racing. And as you can see, it is currently, you don't need the wheel cam by now, it's currently discounted. It's 50% off. That's something I just learned after we had our video about Project Motor Racing 2.0. So yeah, quite a discount also for all the DLC packs and bundles and whatnot. And yeah, so as you maybe saw, it's still a bit mixed in our 2.0 review. So the good news is that, of course, the 2.0 improvements carry over to this DLC, actually. That's the good part. But the game still has flaws here and there, and I think people are still very mixed. I think the Steam reviews really tell the story. It's 64% positive in the last 30 days, which is not too bad. So there are people that are quite enjoying it. I even read comments today that surprised me under the Le Mans Ultimate videos where people said like, oh no, I'm playing Project Motor Racing now, Le Mans Ultimate is too difficult for me or whatnot. Or they didn't like a certain aspect about LMU and they prefer Project Motor Racing. So I think all of these personas exist out there. For me, definitely right now, Le Mans Ultimate is the number one when it comes to just driving here with a proper sim racing setup, with triples and all of that. But yeah, we are here for this, and this is very unique actually, and you will not get this experience somewhere else currently. Driving actual GT500 cars, and the cool part is there are a few modern ones and a blast from the past as well, which is quite nice. And it's nine cars and one track, and it's 10 euros basically, 9.99, and it's even discounted now. Oh, it's discounted only 50 seconds. You have to be quick. Special promotion offer ends in 1 minute. Oh no. This is when the pack goes live actually. But yeah, you could have purchased this for €1 less, but yeah, I think that doesn't make a huge difference now. So what you can tell, basically it's €1 per content piece, because we have 9 cars and one track. That is not too bad, right? If we talk sim racing standards and what you pay for tracks and cars in sim racing usually, that's actually a steal. But we also have to check if it's worth it, if the cars have also big characteristic differences, if they are fun. What I like really is, this mix of an old class with the JGTC. It should be live now, Cura. The pack should go live now, actually, and we will jump in game in 1 second. I would just like to give you an overview of the cars before we jump into the game. Yeah, there's also a new track. This is totally not Okayama International Circuit. It's a different track. I don't know. I think this track has the name of the street that the Okayama International Circuit is located at. So I don't know why. I don't know how that can be. But yeah, this is the track. Beautiful Japanese landscape. It's not familiar at all. Don't know the layout of the track. Never saw this before. I have no idea. Do you know this start-finish straight with the hills in the back? I have no idea what it is. Definitely not Okayama. But yeah, so it's basically Nissan, Toyotas, and Hondas. That's pretty much it. But fair enough. Like, if we have a good selection here, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's jump in game. I'll quickly boot it up, and then we can check the first cars. You can already think about what do you want to... I mean, everyone wants to see the Honda NSX first, right? The classic one from the JGTC era. I wonder if they bring more content around this topic, kind of more Japanese tracks, more cars, maybe even GT300 would be nice. But I think they first, yeah, of course, license reasons. I was kidding a little bit here. But yeah, let's jump into game. And yeah, Honda NSX probably one of the first cars that I will test now. But we will probably drive them all. Let's see. I think the game does not even load an update. It's already kind of built in the game. I think the cars already appeared in the menu. It's really just an unlock that you're buying when you purchase the DLC. So that was the test that I was running to test if the stream is working, etc. Nothing yet on the PS5. Oh, yeah, it should unlock fairly soon, I guess. I hope. Yeah, so this is the GT500 Evo class. And we also have the GT500. Yeah, JGTC class is quite nice. It still has this little bug that it's sometimes not loading the car, but here it is. Yeah, I mean, that maybe it is the coolest freaking car of all time. I'll be honest. I think the Honda NSX is among my favorite sports cars. It is on Steam, I think. It's just in the Steam store. But you can't see the track yet. Oh, interesting. But can you buy like the DLC is now on Steam? But yeah, it should unlock in a bit probably. So we have an embargo now, and I got a DLC key in advance, obviously from Straight 4 Studios. So it should be there in a while. Maybe they are doing this to give me more time, because as soon as the DLC goes live, everyone's leaving the live stream. So thank you for that, Straight 4. No, just kidding. Now this car is super cool. And then in this same class, we have also the Fair Lady Z, this Nissan Skyline, and is that a Supra? Oh, let's see if this is available in the career mode, actually. Good question. Can directly check. I will choose the super rich preset. So maybe we can see, yeah, we have 2 million on the bank. Let's see if that works. Confirm. Let's see if we can choose the GT500s in the career. It doesn't seem... Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. Yeah, let's go, for example, here in the Honda and see what kind of events we can go. Yeah, there is championships for the DLC content as well, so you can run them in the career. Good. Question answered. Let's go back. GT500, here it is. So yeah, nice engine configurations, obviously. Over 500 horsepower, 3.5 liter V6 in this Honda. It's not a Supra, it's the Honda here. And then this Fair Lady Z based on the 370 Nissan Z. Also V6. Yeah, that was the golden era of a lot of V6s actually. But the Supra, funnily, had a V8. And there were rumors, and there is actually a Supra now in modern times, again, that also has a V8, because they've built, in Australia, for the supercar series, they've built a Toyota Supra supercar also with a V8. So, yeah, funny story, actually. Yeah, these are the 4 of the early 2000s era. And then we also got the modern ones. I should have just skipped twice to the left, actually. That would have been way easier. And then the modern ones from basically nowadays time. So some of the cars are still racing, I believe, in GT500. Yeah, GT500, I feel like everyone loves it. Everyone is a fan of GT500, but at the same time, no one is really deep into this Japanese touring car series, right? Because it's a bit hard for us in the Western world to follow this championship, kinda, due to the language barrier, due to the actual media that you can watch around GT500. So it's all very Japanese-centric. They are not really having a big international channel or anything. It's the wrong engine on the Supra, really. Wrong year too. Okay, interesting. Can't say too much about it now, but yeah, maybe you can Google it, what the Supra in that year had as an engine configuration. The Civic, is it rear-wheel drive? Yes, it is. It's it's probably the only Civic in the world that has a rear-wheel drive configuration. It's basically like the Nissan GT-R that was where the real-life model is all-wheel drive, but the race car is rear-wheel drive. I think that's just a big advantage. I mean, these cars, to put them into perspective, GT500 nowadays, this is basically DTM, what it used to be. Prototype technology in a shell, yeah. So this is not really a touring car anymore. It's more of a prototype that only has the silhouette of the production car. So these are actual racing prototypes. This is closer probably to a hypercar than to a GT3. Maybe it's in between. I would say these cars are in between modern hypercars and GT3 cars maybe. Because it's quite wild. It's class 1, yeah, it's class 1. So these used to race in the same class as the DTM until, what year was it, 2022 or something, when they changed DTM to GT3s. But yeah, this is actually pretty wild. Also, no ABS, no TC. But hey, let's actually drive the first car. Let's start maybe with this. I want to hear maybe a 6-cylinder first before we jump into the 4-bangers. Actually, it's not refreshing the top information. You see that? I think we just discovered a bug where it's not... that's why the engine was wrong, maybe. I was so surprised. Maybe it was bullshit what I said about the V8 in the Supra. But no, here it works, actually. It says it has a 5.2-liter V8. But then it seems like the GT500 have all the same. Yeah, okay. So I thought it would refresh, but they all seem to have the same engine then. All the same weight. Don't know if that's true. But let's start maybe with the Honda. Yeah, only 1 ton, exactly. Yeah. Let's start with this. All of the cars also got a few liveries, of course. All with some fantasy sponsors. That reminds me strongly about... Yeah, let's go with this. And yeah, that's the new circuit. And I just discovered that PMR only has 1 Asian circuit so far. We definitely need more on that front. So yeah, it's the Takajima circuit. 2 layouts, short and Grand Prix. Based in Japan, of course. So let's go. Yeah, I think DTM also had an engine regulation with only 1 available engine, right? Did they have a V8? I think so. Yeah, of course, in Japan, this autumn vibe fits so well. Autumn is beautiful in Japan, actually, so... Okay, let's see. Oh, can we... Yeah. There's the car. Nice. That looks so good. What a beauty. Yeah, we're driving a little mini race to see also how the AI is performing here on this track. A little bit less fuel. Be good for the start, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really an Okayama, a Takajima expert. So I have to, on the fly, learn the track a little bit. Yeah, Sugo, Fuji, Motegi. Yeah, we need more tracks in that regard. That's for sure. So that's a great vibe already. Like these autumn trees in the back. The Supra that we see here already looks pretty cool. But I have to adjust the cockpit setup first. I want to see a little bit more of the cockpit for now. This already seems to have a prototype-ish steering wheel. Looks quite cool. Okay. So yeah, I just want you to be able to also see a little bit of the cockpit and stuff. So PS5, when does the pack come out in Australia? Usually it should be live now. That's my information at least. Okay, let's give it a try. Here's the car again. Ooh. It's quite screamy. Yeah, but when you hear all of these Japanese brands like Cusco, HKS, Celsonic, whatever, that has such a vibe, man. Okay, let's see. Let's warm up the tires first. Sounds good. There was a game on PS2 called Advan Racing. That was very cool, based on these cars. We are at the Takajima Circuit. It's a fictional... it's a fictional, but laser scan track. Maybe people would say that it's Okayama. I mean, you can Google the Okayama layout and maybe it's familiar, I don't know. That's maybe just a random... Okay, yeah, so brakes are quite sensitive, so you have to be careful with your left foot. But yeah, I mean, for 10 euros, 9 cars and a new track, if they keep bringing that along with the improvements that they've already done in 2.0, that's not too bad, actually. Susako Motorsports. Yeah, due to licensing reasons, you still see a lot of like fantasy sponsors and fantasy logos and such in PMR, but I think that's fine. That doesn't break the deal for me. But this gravel trap on the right-hand side is pretty dangerous, I guess. Yeah, this is not too easy. The car rotates like, yeah, typical mid-engine characteristic, yeah. If you overdo it, if you overbrake it, if you lock up the tires, it will be hard to catch this car, I guess. Can just soon start to push it a bit more. Yeah, this is like an old school track. There are still a lot of gravel traps around. Not too much runoff zone. That is, yeah, Sportsland Sugo would be perfect. Yeah, if you miss the old DTM cars, this is what you're probably looking for, especially the GT500 modern part of the pack. So this is a typical slight double right-hander here for the start-finish straight. Sound back on the back. Ooh, poof. By the way, I experienced a few artifacts and some lighting glitches, especially when sun goes down. I told the developers already today, so it seems like they are working on a patch that is coming fairly soon. If you experience those, they advised me to go back to an older NVIDIA driver, but it doesn't really solve a lot of the things. Sometimes you see some weird light spots somewhere and little dots. This fun is... Ooh, this fun. Yeah, this fun is great track. This track is great fun. This car is drifty. Look at that. Wow. It's a lot in line with some of the other classes in Project Motor Racing, with the older cars that I quite enjoy. very well drift this, and I mean, the circuit is perfect for drifting as well, especially the inner part. What's quite cool is that the telemetry works pretty well. I even got the ABS, I think, not the ABS, but the wheel lock. Somehow the simracing active pedal now works with this as well. Didn't work before. But right now it doesn't work. It worked when I tested it earlier. Because if I block the tires on purpose, there's nothing happening. Maybe it blocks the UDP frequency. Let me actually check quickly. In the SimHub. Yeah, it has telemetry here. In my oops, oh no, I messed it up. Oopsie. This is definitely not the pedal curve that I wanted. So let's revert that. Yeah. It doesn't matter, really. No, there's no Subaru in the game. I was happy to learn that Subaru is now coming to Assetto Corsa Rally. I was a bit in desperation when I learned that it's still not confirmed for Forza Horizon. Okay. Let's do a quick race here with the AI, 7 laps, to see what it's like. Yeah, it's in this pack it's only Hondas, Nissans and Toyotas, but I mean that's fine, yeah. But yeah, would it be cool to have more? I would totally see a complete GT500 game or GT500 and GT300 game with all the Japanese tracks, with all the cars, in the same vein as the more Ultimate, just with GT500. It would be so cool. But I think this market is a little bit too tiny. It will not happen. So I'm happy about every opportunity to race something like this. Yeah, there was a Subaru in the early 2000s, right? The Cusco Subaru was the Hawkeye or Blobeye, I think. The GDB series Subaru. AI is still sometimes braking on a straight or on corner exit, but I really don't like this. But that start was pretty flawless, like AI is looking not too bad right now. Next one is a double left-hander, so let's see if we can find a good spot here somewhere. Oh, got rid of all the cones. Man, but the vibe for itself, it's already amazing. Like all these autumn trees, the Japanese hills, and the Japanese cars, and I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, you saw these light effects. It's a bit weird. Not the end of the world, but let's see if we can catch a good exit here. It was kinda. Yeah, that worked. Nice. I was sacrificing the entry to get a faster exit, and that really worked well, but he's coming back at us. Wow. What a return here for the NSX friends. That's cool that he's fighting his way back there. Saw the gap. Even got the spotter message now. Quite cool. I think one of the great things that PMR does is this like voice spotter and engineer chat that you have in your audio. Yeah, and also still FPS is a little bit low. Only 70 here. 70 to 80, that's definitely not competitive. Especially on a single screen with the likes of AMS2, LMU, etc. Even though on the AC Evo I get way better FPS on my system. But we talked about this in more detail in our PMR 2.0 video, where I showcase a little bit of the problem with especially the CPU being bottlenecked. People with really high spec or high-end CPUs don't seem to struggle that much. So if you have 7800 X3D, for example, you should be pretty good, but my smaller, older 5800 X3D is not keeping up. And no matter what graphics settings I use, I'm stuck at this basically. Because my graphics card is suddenly idling around 40%. So okay, now we should be in the position on the left side. Oh no, it's quite a fight here for P16 with this Honda. Nice, it's good fun actually. It works pretty well. I really need to find my spot here to attack this guy and to make sure that he's not coming back. Nice. Man, this is a great start into April, or a great late March here for sim racers, because we got some really good updates. LMU, Barcelona, and the new Genesis, fantastic. This, fantastic. So there's a lot of reasons to peel the dust off your rig. I really can't read your comments currently, so if you have a question, please keep it for after the race. Because I really have to focus, because this track is also quite tight. It's really close quarter combat here. I mean, yeah. Oh, nose. Now I wish we had the rewind button of Codemasters. Yeah, I told you. This car, once it rotates a little bit too much, this is tricky to catch. That was entirely my mistake. Yeah, now I'm getting too over-motivated. But maybe we can catch the guys. Let's see. Yeah, this car is definitely very believable. Also in terms of its character and mid-engine. It's all very convincing. Man, this Honda NSX is pure love. I mean, this car has it all, right? It has the heritage, or it created a lot of heritage. Ayrton Senna had developing the car. I mean, how legendary can it get, yeah? And then it has the perfect layout. Mid-engine, it has a perfect engine, a 6-cylinder. It has a perfect looks. Like, if you modernize the looks a little bit with Like, nice stance, nice wheels. It's beautiful, really. It's just a shame that 90s Honda NSXs or early 2000s Honda NSXs are super expensive. Okay, 2 more laps. Yeah, but that works also in career mode. Starting a new career, if you opt for the 2 million sponsorship model, you can get these cars immediately, and you can just drive also a season against AI. We should definitely try also GT500s on the Nordschleife to see what kind of lap times you can run there. Hello, Hera Foxy! Preset recommended and shadows too high. I can try afterwards. Yeah, I love how the car rotates. Very, very lively. It's all standard setup, of course, but if I can request something for Project Motor Racing, it would be that they tone down these punching noises when you hit other cars a little bit. Or that they change the sound effect entirely, maybe. Because it always sounds like Jackie Chan is punching at the car. They touch the grass slightly and it immediately imbalance the car. How's the AI, and does this new DLC bring any new updates to the game? Yeah, no, it's continues basically with the improvements that we had just a week ago in Project Motor Racing 2.0. So I think this update also prepared the game a little bit for this DLC. And yeah, as you can see on this new track, in these new cars, the AI is pretty enjoyable, pretty good. I can't say any negative about racing this car, or these cars here currently on the new Takajima circuit. I think there will be another update that they just announced today, that from the 1st of April you'd be able to race all of the classes in the daily races or something, or in the ranked racing. So yeah, maybe that might be a bigger change for the online component of the game, but no, the DLC per se did not bring any changes to the game. Okay, at least we're not last. Yeah, Sugo is missing for sure. Don't know if they have plans to bring other tracks. Would certainly be nice to see more GT500 or Japanese tracks in particular, like Suzuka would be pretty good as well. Let's watch the replay. Let's see how the replays work now. That was good fun. Do you have any questions, though? I'll quickly let you watch the replay. I'm back in a second. If you have any questions, let me know, yeah? I will be back answering them. Ooh, the replays. Still not ideal. There needs to be some optimization work. Needs to be done still. Frames are quite dropping. Yeah, someone told me to get rid of the orbs. I can play around with the shadows and with the anti-aliasing. Yeah, but I don't want to mess too much now. I'll quickly check my graphics settings. Let's see, advanced graphics settings here. So we have it in, oops, shadows. Shadow quality is high already. Shadow distance quality maybe changes something. Also funny that some options skip certain things, like textures are either low or ultra, I think. Yeah, texture resolution either low or ultra. There's nothing in between. You mean the anti-aliasing? Yeah, I will just keep it like that, I think, for now. I think now tinkering too much will not improve things. I put this shadow distance now to ultra. Let's see if that changes something. But yeah, we can try one more car, and then we can maybe put up a server. I saw people asking for it, that we should bring up a server for online. Let me know in the chat if you would be joining. So if I see basically 3 people telling me, hey, I will join you when you put up a server, we could do it. Is it live now? Can you actually access the DLC? Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense, right? But yeah, let's get another car. Yeah, let's switch in between the modern and the classic ones. I mean, classic. They are 20 years old. Wouldn't consider them as. I mean, yeah, they are classics. Okay, Skyline. We will definitely drive the Skyline. Let's maybe start with GT500 modern for the next one. Should we drive on the Nordschleife just now, or another Okayama? Maybe another Okayama. Because I titled my thumbnail with "Is that a Supra?" We should definitely race a Supra next. So let's go with this one, maybe. The GR Supra GT500 from 2022. Let's look at the liveries. We got a red, classic Toyota colors, I would say. Red, black, white. Then we have a blue one. Toyota Gazoo Racing's flagship GT500 contender. Developed for aero efficiency and balance, the GR Supra GT500 delivers stable, high-speed performance and consistency over long stints, continuing Toyota's engineering-driven Super GT legacy. Okay. Okay, let's go with the classic Toyota livery. We can change maybe the season to spring. See how that looks different. Spring around noon, maybe. Okay. You can do the same thing, basically, right? 7 laps felt quite nice to get something done. Ah, it's live. Okay, thank you, Scorpion. DLLA, you say? Yeah, I can try. I don't think that DLSS is doing anything anyway, so let's try. But you can still see those little shadow flickers and stuff that is happening here. Yeah, still some work to be done for sure. Yeah, 50 liters is too much for the race distance that we are going. Remove the space reflections. Yeah, this is a bit silly, right? Look at the Toyota logo of the car in front of us. It's doing some weird graphic things. Let me try this, but that's really the last time I changed something now. Otherwise we... Oh, no. Ah! Otherwise we will not get anything done here. If we constantly change graphic settings, it will be a bit boring. What should I turn off? The screen space shadows. I turn them off. Let's see if that helps. No. No. Yeah, let's see. Oh, Nice dash display as well. Reflections. Okay, one final time. Screen space, shadows, and not reflections. Reflections and not shadows. This way around. Screen space, reflections to off, and this back to on. Let's see. Oh my god! Now the game dies. Thank you. No, it's back. I don't know. Maybe it's better. This is the final time. Okay, let's drive this, what's basically DTM car. Oh, this bug still exists. Oh, the look back button sticks like this here. So I have to change the perspective again to make it work. Wow, this is a raspy, aggressive engine. Holy moly. This, ooh. This is fast, guys. This is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, by the way. But a super aggressive one. And remember, this car also does not have ABS nor TC. Wow. Wow. You think the sound sucks? I find it quite nice. But I don't know how the real car sounds in the cockpit. Back in the days, I've been driving the DTM expansions a lot in Race Room. That's my closest memory that I probably have to driving a car like this. It's very different. It quite... For this track it even feels a bit overpowered maybe. Yeah, but the tires are getting warmer, it's getting better. The track definitely looks better in autumn. That sounds very aggressive. It's strange how you can hear the gearbox so loud in the chase cam. I think that shouldn't be the case, really. We found some other cars. But there is TC and ABS on the screen of the car, interestingly. But it does not feature it. Yeah, there's a lot of torque down low or mid-range, so you can use also the lower... Oh yeah, this gravel trap is super dangerous, so you can use the lower gears quite sufficiently here. Look now, I go on throttle and the torque just keeps building and building, so this is a strong turbocharger setup. It's fun to drive, really. Marco, to be honest, I think it's worth trying now, especially as long as it has a discount. You should give it a try. My advice would be, if you choose a platform, it would be the PC, probably. Because on Steam, on PC, you have this refunding thing going on, where if you played the game for less than 2 hours, you can give it back. The refund policy of Steam is quite friendly in that regard. So my advice would be, if you are interested, if the $30 or 30 euros do not hurt too much for you, give it a try. If you don't like it, give it back. Like, drive a few of the cool combinations that you like, and if they don't feel great, or try multiplayer or whatnot, and if it feels not good enough, you can still give the game back. So that would be the way I would handle it now, if I'm like not super convinced but tempted. And I think it was free to play. True. They had a free to play weekend only, I think. I think it's over already. Don't know if it ended already today, but or yesterday. It's definitely not better than LMU, no. But it's also not in every respect comparable to LMU. Because the cars and many of the content is quite different. Yeah, nice. I think we can skip to the race. I understand this car now. Yeah, I see. I mean, LMU is centered around modern WEC pretty much, and that regarding the track roster and also the car roster. So I see why people maybe are not too tempted by this and have more interest in driving classic sports cars, 70s cars, whatever. Group 5, Group C, and whatnot, that stuff that we have in Project Motor Racing. So yeah, it's still a little bit different, but the overall driving experience, if you have a proper sim at home, like if you've built a proper sim racing setup with triples and a strong direct drive and all of that stuff, yeah, there are certainly better pure sim racing experiences by now that just feel more immersive and better, and also perform better on the technical side. So it still has a lot of hiccups and a lot of room for improvement, that's for sure. But yeah, trying it and refunding it if you don't like it is super valid, I'd say. Okay, next.
Yeah, better luck next time.
Oh, we are last.
I'll overtake him to do in the race. Should be fun.
But I was not too far off, so let's see if we can catch the AI now in the race. Let's see the cars one more time here. Nice GTRs and Supras. You love to see it. Also Nissan Z. Hello, Heel and Tony. Good to see you again.
Okay, mate. You can do this. Let's stay out of trouble in the
Okay, 7 laps on Takajima Okayama. In the Class 1 cars, the GT500s from 2022 to 2025. Yeah, I still don't manage to have such a perfect start as the AI does. Okay, some back markers here in the Hondas. Honda Civics. And even the Honda NSX modern version is here. We see also the Nissan Z. Yeah, we have the super aggressive 4-cylinder 2-liter turbo with a lot of torque. Yeah, the AI starts seem to be very perfect every time. Yeah, we had one race already today with the JGTC cars, with the early 2000s GT500, and that looked pretty good actually. And I think the AI is just fighting in a similar good manner in these. Oh, yeah, we touched him. Got a little micro stutter here when looking left. First time we hit a track limit. It's very close racing here. Get you the camera back here for the wheel. Let's try to catch the Supra on the inside. Yeah, third gear is totally fine here in turn 1. Also here this left-hander, keep it on the inside and let the car flow to the right. I think we can catch another position. Maybe here on the inside I try. Yes, that worked. Nice one. Wow. Front wing got a hit, my engineer says. Oh, he's still there. Yeah, but the orbs definitely disappeared, right? Maybe it was alien ships. Now we have the inside. Oh, pushed him. He gave up. He was like, okay, I don't want to deal with this guy. So he stepped back. Yeah, it's way more performant and faster than the older cars, that's for sure. I mean, you can feel the 20 years of development. Fastest lap? What? My personal fastest, right? Yeah. Oh, this gravel trap is so dangerous on the right. You shouldn't extend the track there. I love it. I love it with these like older layouts that you get punished for extending the track just with a gravel pit and not with an artificial track limit or something. Force feedback is quite good, by the way. You really feel the load under acceleration and like body roll and all of that. I wish for this inner part of the track we had a gear between second and third. Third is a little bit too short. Third is a little bit too long here. That is... So is anyone up to join a multiplayer server after this? Otherwise I will try more single player. I think the differences between the old cars will be much more significant than in the modern class, because they all have the same technology under the silhouette basically. This livery here of this NSX in front of us reminds me a little bit about the Arizona iced tea. Yeah, the further we get the more we get to the front, the harder it gets to attack these guys, so... Oh, no, I overdone it. Okay, good job, AI. Okay, now I think we saw it in a nutshell how it is. Like it was also really good, good fun. Let's go back. Let's drive these on a Nordschleife for once. PMR looks like Farm Sim. Maybe because it's based on the Giants engine and Farm Sim graphics engine. What would this car feel like on the Nordschleife? I'm really interested. But maybe let's try another GT500. Maybe the Honda. Oh, that green paint looks good. Love the reflections. sandpaper looking overlay. Let's go with the green one. Okay, Nordschleife. I don't know why, but the autumn setting just looks the best in LMU for some reason. Okay, confirm. Yeah, maybe let's try some different weather as well, like maybe... Yeah, maybe a little bit of sunset. Atmosphere. Absolutely bricks. I said it in our intro today. I think we need more of this perfect crossover of Japanese car culture, motorsport, and sim racing. Yeah, even if iRacing would release a big GT300 pack or whatnot, I think people would love it because everyone is so... Yeah, no, not everyone, but many people, including me, are a bit saturated with all the GT3 at Spa, GT3 at Monza. So some fresh content is always welcome. This is very unique indeed. Yeah, the combination that never happens, GT500 on the Nordschleife. Let's try what this car is capable of. First, let's change the cockpit position a little bit back, so we can see a bit more in the front. That looks quite nice. Yeah. It I think I have to pull up this this poll again here on our YouTube chat. I really want to know where you guys are racing. So I will pull up a poll now. Are you racing on PC or console? And then I will have yes, no, and both. Okay. Or neither. Maybe someone is just watching and never sim racing actually. PC, console, both, and I don't. So let me know, guys. It's should go up now. Are you racing on PC or console? PC, console, both, or I don't. I don't is the option for everyone that is only consuming racing content but never actually racing. That would be interesting to know. Okay, now I think PMR has its spot, and we found out about this in our live stream, in the last live stream with PMR, where I tried the ranked racing multiplayer stuff. This crossplay multiplayer thing worked really well. It was great fun. Yeah, I mean, Sahan, maybe give it more time, yeah? They are still actively working on improving the game. That you don't like it now does not necessarily have to mean that you will never like it, so... Okay, 24 hours of Nordschleife. Oh, turbo noises. Strong turbo noises. Tune. .56 FPS. That's a joke. .43 FPS. My goodness me. Yeah, they really have to do something about this soon. This is what makes me not driving PMR the most. Like this horrible performance sometimes. Yeah, it's also sad that the 24-hour layout does not allow you to do the shortcut thing. To start a timed lap after your pit exit, kinda. So going back on the Grand Prix track basically before the Nordschleife connector. Oh my goodness me. It's fast. It would be sick on a Nordschleife, Class 1 touring cars. DTM was on the Nordschleife, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, for Rennsport, I'm also afraid that it takes them too long to bring more content. There is a content offensive coming now, but my feeling is still that it takes too long. And it's not enough. Oh, you can go super flat out there. Oh, the windshield of the Honda makes everything look quite flat. Look, it's like a milk windscreen. I was wondering why it looks so desaturated. They have to fix this. It's not great having such a milky windshield. Especially because the left window is not doing this. Yeah, I think all of the modern GT500s are fairly similar. Yeah. No, absolutely. Audio-wise, I fully agree. That's quite good. That's really good. Yeah, let's see what a race would look like now. How the AI would handle that. Not 7 laps. I will just drive a little bit. And then we can maybe open up a lobby for some. So what is the poll saying? 60% on PC, 30% on console, 10% both, and 3% I don't. So there are really a few people that actually do not, or maybe one guy that doesn't do sim racing or racing games at all. Interesting. But yeah, interesting. I mean, yeah, our community is obviously also a bit on the more sim racing heavy, PC heavy side. Just due to the nature of the content that we were doing, yeah, that's also clear. But yeah, it's cool to see. Thank you for everyone participating in this. Yeah, let's drive. See how it feels like here with GT500 action on Nordschleife. It's quite tricky though. The car is not super easy to drive, even though it has great performance. But yeah, it also needs some hot tires. Let's see. Never get such a good start. Ooh. I just love sim racing just for the fact that you can do these fantasy scenarios. It's too good. GT500 on the Nordschleife, man. Imagine. I mean, why not, yeah? So the Japanese racers, they are all also pretty much obsessed with the ring. So maybe the organizers can put up something. Like a one race on the Nordschleife per year for GT500 and GT300, imagine that. I mean, yeah, the logistics would be crazy. Bringing all the teams and cars over to Europe, I see that problem maybe, especially since there are some amateur teams that maybe don't have the budget. So yeah, it's probably not happening, but it would be hella cool. I really, really like the curbs in Project Motor Racing. It's fun attacking them. I mean, the Honda Civic should feel right at home on the Nordschleife, right? I think it's still the front-wheel driven factory version still has the record. Oh my goodness me! Our Civic brother just totally overshot the corner. That looked scary. Yeah, not easy to drive. I also still feel like that the Nordschleife in PMR is ever so slightly off. Some distances, some corner radiuses, something about it feels like, I don't know, it's uncanny valley, kinda. It's like 5% off. 5, maybe 10. So this is definitely, Schwedenkreuz definitely flat out. Yeah, wow, almost. But it should be flat out once the tires are a bit heated up. Super planted. Yeah, let's try to complete at least one lap. AI is doing not too bad. I mean, except this one little moment that this guy in front of us had. Yeah, but see this as a plaidoyer for more Class 1 touring cars and sim racing. This is so much fun. It's the perfect bridge between GT3 and prototypes. Love it. Fast, engaging, no TC, no ABS. Lovely. Yes, LMU tomorrow. I'm diving into new LMU weekly races or daily races tomorrow. I just didn't want to overload the YouTube algorithm today because we had a video today, a live stream, and I think if you go harder, then it will punish basically the notifications and everything. So yeah, we can basically do 2 content pieces per day. That includes shorts. So yeah, I will stream LMU tomorrow. Super interested to see how the new Genesis performs. I really want to do some ELMS on Barcelona, because that's just too much fun, as you maybe saw in our video. So yeah, probably, if I can, Barcelona is the topic for the day tomorrow. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it would be nice if you join. To don't miss our content, make sure to subscribe. Hit that like button as well if you enjoy what we're doing. Can't tell you that often enough for YouTube channels nowadays. It's a really hard environment right now on YouTube. The algorithm changes a lot. We are sometimes really struggling to get people to see our stuff even on the platform, even though they are subscribed. If you haven't turned, for example, notifications on, YouTube will still not show the video to your audience, and that's just a shame. But yeah, in general, I mean, nowadays time that we have now over 120 people here watching, this is, I can't thank you more enough, because I know what options you have nowadays to consume media and TV shows and movies and Netflix and all of that stuff, and especially people being addicted to TikTok and stuff. It's a constant fight for for viewers, and it's cool that you decide to hang out here with us and to watch our content. Really, I can't thank you enough for that. Yeah, this golden hour here on the ring in the autumn looks really, really cool. It's a blast driving this car here. I'm surprised by the AI, really. They handled quite well. I have seen worse in racing games, really. I think Project Motor Racing is on a good way. I think they can turn the ship around. Oh, yeah, this carousel almost messed it up. It's not really understeer. It's just me driving a bit cautiously with a good safety margin to not throw it. And Caddo Shack, the LMU tire model, it depends a bit. I think the faster and the more snappy the car gets, speaking of hypercars, the worse it is. So yeah, catching a hypercar after lockup, almost impossible. You have maybe 10 microseconds to react. And then it's gone. So yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we survived one lap. That was fun. I mean, yeah, we can open a server if you like. We can also test drive another car maybe on a different track. So it's up to you guys what we do now. We still have a few cars to test actually. Let's go back. But GT3s and LMU are quite drivable, I think, and you can control them quite well. But yeah, lockups, especially the cars without ABS, are still tricky. But they added a new layer of some force feedback effects now in the new update today. That is quite helpful. Okay, next car. Next track maybe. Yeah, what track could also fit GT500? Oh, Mount Panorama maybe. Not too far from Japan. Yeah, let's do the older cars on Bathurst. Good idea. I thought the exact same. So Kure, we had the same idea basically. Should we do the Skyline? I mean, we should go with this Supra, right? Because V8. Let me actually check something because someone said that the year and engine configuration is wrong. Supra JGTC 2002. There was the All Japan Grand Touring Car Championship. There was a Supra with a four-banger. There was another Supra with a four-banger. GT300. Yeah, it appears that in this year, indeed, the year might be wrong, right? When did this car have the 5.2? Let's find out. Toyota Supra. Yeah, I mean, in 1997... No, that was a JZ Supra. Okay, so in... I found it. So they redesigned the Supra for 2003 JGTC. So it is 1 year off. It should be 2003, but then it fits kinda. So yeah, let's try this. Yeah, it's 1 year later where they introduced the V8. Oh yeah, Mazda is also missing. True, Mazda, Lexus, Subaru. Be nice to see some of their cars as well. Min-Max Rollbix. I think the number 23 is mine. That's my racing number, by the way, 23. Because my birthday is on the 23rd of August. So yeah, Mount Panorama could be really cool. Let's go spring. This time. Yeah, when Subaru also had a GT500 in 2003, right? Subaru GT300? Or was it a GT300 car? This is the Cusco one that I'm referring to. No, 2008, they had a... Yeah, they had a Subaru... Yeah, I remember this. This basically. Oh yeah. Oh, it's quite dark. I mean, why not? It looks quite cool. Yeah, seating position. I wish they had a general seating position setting that you don't have to adjust it per car every single time. Oh my god, and V8 in a Supra. I mentioned the V8 supercar already. Ah, they were a GT300, okay, yeah. Yeah, Subaru, I think Subaru was always GT300, to this day even. Oh, the steering wheel is blue. Cool. Oh! Holy moly, this is wild. I don't really like the sound. Oh, I still have this bug that the force feedback disconnects when I have too much wheel slip or when the car is sliding. Whenever I drive Bathurst... Oh, now force feedback disconnected again. Just for a little moment it's gone, kinda in the middle. Around the center. Every time I drive Mount Panorama, I just hope Emily is not watching. Because she's such a Mount Panorama expert. And I'm so bad at this. Yeah, I feel like I have the wrong steering wheel on the rig now. Need a round wheel. Yeah, I think these cars could go together with some GT1 cars, right? Like the Diablo that you mentioned. Oh, that was the moon even. That looked cool. No, but all of these cars are really nice to drive, but tricky. So they are not easy, because they don't have any driving aids, no VSTC, no stability controls. Yeah, let's give this a try as well, with an AI race, just for maybe a little test. Yeah, the performance is still bad. I can't say anything different. For me, it's... too low, the performance of the game, FPS-wise, especially on single screen. How do these compare to the GR86 in control? Which GR86 do you mean, Skizzer? Okay, let's see. I got 6 with the Supra, first time on default tuning at Okayama. Nice! AI? What AI strength? Or online? Yeah, we should look for some online servers. So hard to catch a good start in this game, even with the clutch. Oh yeah, true. The liveries would be really nice. I think it's just a matter of time until someone puts those in the modding area. It looks like the AI is still a bit overwhelmed with Panorama. Yeah, so that's common with PMR. Sometimes AI is better, sometimes it still needs some optimizations, but Okayama or Takajima look pretty good. Oh, the AI is quick. Oh! There's an F1 engine for GT4 car. Gotta try this. I think the mods are in-game, actually. I think there's also a Mazda MX-5 mod with a V8 or something. It's a crazy V8 sound though. Oh my goodness me, I have this bug again. I didn't have this for a while now. When you look back, the camera sticks at look back until you change the camera again. Oh, it's a wild car. I think this is the predecessor to nowadays V8 Supercar Supra. Pretty close. I even saw rumors about Toyota for the next Supra bringing a V8 Supra. Because they have this engine available in their family with Lexus and so on. So the rumors are that the next Supra is not co-developed with BMW anymore. And it will be an own full Toyota product. And I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, they have a strong history, of course, with 6 cylinders as well, but I think not in a sports car configuration currently. But they have this 5-liter V8 that also the Lexus RCF track edition uses. Yeah, maybe a V8 hybrid even to be compliant with a lot of the international regulations and stuff, like gas emissions and all of that. But I think they're also still selling the Lexus LC500. That should also have this this engine. Does it? Yeah, I think that was fun. We don't have to exceed this race too much. But yeah, you can pretty much drive the AI. It's not super crazy good. Like the AI is not constantly fighting, and it's still missing a little bit of variety and maybe a slider for aggression and stuff. But it's quite drivable. You can drive the AI without being frustrated every 5 minutes. So that's already a big step compared to the launch version of PMR. Yeah. Flottenverbrauch. Yeah, that's the word, Flottenverbrauch. Yeah, true. All the LMP3s have Toyota engines. The Lotus Emira had also the Toyota engine, right? The 3.5. Yeah, that 3.5 is In Germany, we say eierlegende Wollmilchsau. So the 3.5 V6 has been used so much worldwide in different kinds of cars and such. Yeah, I wanted to test the Skyline as well, and then we can maybe jump into the multiplayer. But this 3-liter V6 turbo, I really want to hear it. Should be the same engine in both of these cars. So we covered basically every engine at least than today. So yeah, both Nissans seem to have the same. It's just the follow-up car that used the same tech probably. Is that the RB engine though? I don't know actually. Is this somewhat similar to what the cars were running on the street? Oh, that looks like Calsonic a little bit. Maybe not. Oh, but that's beautiful. Dark blue and white. Yeah, we can do Okayama one more time, maybe. Sorry, not Okayama. It's called Takimiya Grand Prix. The short variant. We haven't driven the short variant yet. Let me actually check something. Let's go to the mod section here, the downloadable content, and see what's here. There's an interesting car. Tunari Chelliwelly GT4 F1 engine. What? The pack consists of 6 GT4 cars that have been given Formula 1 inspired engines. There's a V12, a V10, and a V8 version. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm downloading this 100%. That sounds interesting. And then we got this. The Chelliwelly is a small challenger. Think of anything modern and throw it out of the window, as the Chelly offers absolutely none of that. However, its primitive inner workings enable the Chelly to weigh in at little over 500 kilograms dry. Okay. Powered by a 1.3-liter motorbike engine, the Chelly can reach demonic 11,500 RPM. A 5-speed dog box is paired. Okay, we download this as well. What the heck? And then there's also an MX-5 with a K20 engine. And with a V8. Crazy. Okay. Is there already more liveries? Oops. GT500? The templates. Okay, the templates are here already for GT500, so you can paint them. Nice. I think this is... You shouldn't underestimate this element, because there are quite a few guys out there that love to paint cars. So also cool to see. Okay, I really want to... I want to try the GT4 cars as well. But let's end maybe the story of the GT500 pack now with this, and then we can look forward to the to the crazy stuff. Okay? Yeah, it's the Castrol Supra, of course. I mean, that's still so dark. No, I don't want this. I want daylight again. Go back quickly. At least loading times are pretty quick in PMR. That's good to see. Let's go morning hour, maybe. Oh no, 9 a.m. in September should be. We do autumn as well for Takajima, whatever. It's better in autumn. Takimiya, this way. Sorry. So, funnily, there's a track in Japan. It's called Okayama International Circuit. Have I mentioned that the address of the Okayama circuit is actually Takajima is the street, or Takimiya is the street? Funny coincidence. Okay. Yeah. Why is the car rolling? Cockpit setup. This little game again. Oh, interesting. One of the few cars that I know of that has this like flat top and flat bottom wheel. Okay. Has an integrated element as well. Integrated ref element. Funky steering wheel. I wouldn't mind having this as a sim racing wheel, actually. It's quite cool. A little bit like the Moza CS Pro. Oh yeah. Okay, the short variant cuts the track right here. Okay, yeah, we are skipping this whole nasty infield. Not too bad, actually. It's super, super cool for smaller cup cars. This is a proper drift car, guys. Yes, I love this. This has real sponsors, by the way. Bridgestone, Motul, Potenza. But still, the look back button is broken. Yeah, that's an actual Nismo livery, right? I don't know if Pitwork is a real sponsor, but Motul, Ebro, nah, I think these are all real. Kyosho, NGK, it's all real sponsors. Man, this is so, so beautiful. Where did humanity take the wrong direction and got rid of these cars? Like, there must be a future that has this, but in cool. Or in modern. But it's somehow... we did not take this path. Nice. That's the official livery, yeah. Oh, the turbo. Nice. Yeah, 90s and 2000s. But you know what? I talked to Yannick about this. Probably people in the early 2000s also thought, hey, motorsport has gone into the wrong direction. I'm missing my 80s and 70s cars. So yeah, that's that, yeah. We always tend to have this nostalgic view on certain eras and cars and whatnot. Yeah, okay, let's start a race. Or maybe let's get one vetted lap time. I'll let these two guys drive a bit so that we can get a clear lap. Yeah, I think the four old cars are the highlights of the pack, and the track is super cool as well. Now for 10 euros, this is a great DLC. Like in the context of a standalone DLC, I think for the price, super fair. Has the game its flaws still? Yes. So the game that it's based on would also not justify a higher price right now. So I think it's a fair offer. And I think it's also part of the first season pass together with the Group 5s, and therefore you get some very cool cars and a nice track. So yeah, not too bad, I think. As a mini verdict in between, I totally see people will have fun with this. So. And yeah, if Project Motor Racing keeps developing the technology and in general pushing the improvements further, the DLC pack will only win with it together, kinda. So yeah. We are 5th now, not too bad. Great, then let's go into the race. Maybe we can finally fight for the podium. Next. Oh, it's a strong GTR meta here. R34s. All in the forefront. Yeah, Kure, I agree. I mean, you don't have another you don't really have another choice, right? If you want to race some modern sim JGTC cars, Project Motor Racing has a clever content strategy here.
Let's get a good launch. Overtake some cars. You can do it.
Another start that we will horribly fail with. Yeah, no matter how smooth I am with the throttle, I can't get such a good start. But maybe it's a skill issue. At least the good news is that PMR or Straight 4 Studios have really optimized the AI here on this track, and that's important for the overall quality of the DLC. That you can have some fun races also against the AI here. That's really good. Yeah, just the base game is missing too much. Unfortunately, to back the content up a little bit with tracks, especially on the Japanese side. So if there were only 1 or 2 more Japanese tracks in the game, it would have been even better. Like, minimum would be Suzuka, maybe Motegi. Then you could at least run a little mini championship. Because it's not really the same if you run these on Lime Rock Park or Nordschleife. It's nice, yes, but it's not quite the feel and not quite the atmosphere that you want from GT500. Yeah, this track variant is a little bit short for the power output that the car has. We can only really use the power here on the start-finish straight. Yeah, Harry, we found out that the Supra V8 was indeed 2003. So it's just 1 year that it's off in the in-game menu. It says 2002, but it should say 2003 because they developed this 5.2 for the 2003 JGTC. Yeah, we googled it now. Feels really good driving the AI here, or racing the AI here. But why is the Nissan so dominant? Autopolis, oh yes. That's my favorite actually in Gran Turismo 7. You know whose favorite track Autopolis is as well? I asked Igor Fraga about his favorite tracks because he ran now full Super Formula and also GT300 seasons. I think he's running again this year. Both classes actually. And he told me that Autopolis is his favorite to drive in these cars over there in the championship. Push it too wide. Oh. After this I will open a multiplayer lobby. Oh no, after this I will first try the crazy GT4 conversions, the modded cars. And then we can open the multiplayer lobby. We catch up again here, just before the final lap. Car is very smooth, but only when you drive it smooth. Does that make sense? Yeah, right. Once you start pushing it over the edge, it's getting pretty tricky. And like you drive it with the throttle basically, so the rear is so loose sometimes. It's really nice, but very controllable. I am on 80% or 85 or something. I can check in a second after this. Look how drifty it can get. Started 6, finished in 6. Yeah, the AI could still battle more, right? They are not really battling each other. They are just driving their thing, and they are finishing basically where they start. So it's not super dynamic yet. I wish there was a bit more variety on the aggression slider in particular. I'm using the Asha McLaren Artura Ultimate and a Simocube Pre wheelbase. Yeah, the AI was on level 80. Yeah, 80. 80 is my strength that I'm using right now. Yeah, let's see. What is this modded? Do we have the cars now? Are they downloaded or where are they? Yeah. GT4 F1. This is a mod, by the way. And they have F1 inspired engines in GT4 cars. Why not? Okay, yeah, let's try the AMG V10. Oh my goodness me. That must feel like a Viper, basically. A 3-liter V10. Yeah, Formula 1 engine, of course. I mean, okay. I'm interested. We need more room to play then. Some more straights. Maybe Daytona. Perfect. Yeah, that's almost 800 horses. 570 kilowatts. Okay, this is going to be wild. the hell? Yeah, cockpit setup. Every single time we do the cockpit setup. Okay. What? Okay. Okay. Why not? I'll take it. I love this city stuff. But it still has the old gearbox, right? Of course. And it still has the old TC and ABS. Oh my goodness me. Oh, it's weird. It's very weird, like the feel in the steering. That's super strange actually, like the whole steering is broken. If I were the one to do the quality control, this would have not passed, I think. Also sounds quite artificial now. It sounded better in the beginning. Yeah, no. No. Sorry, but no. Let's try maybe give it one more chance, maybe another car. But this was not too nice actually. It didn't sound too good, didn't drive too well. That was not. I expected a bit more from this, to be honest. Let's try the V12. The V12 BMW. I mean, it's not too far off because there is V12 BMWs, or there were some BMW V12s. I think the M5. Some of the M5s had a V12, right? Yeah. Yeah, the gearbox would probably also not take this the stock gearbox. So what about this? It's just the same engine note but higher pitched. Great idea, but I think the quality on this, I can. No, sorry. Also, reverse sound, silly. I mean, I don't know if the balance of the cars is now so off because of the massive engine in the front. Probably, yes. Look how it's like constantly... Yeah, that sounds horrible. No. That was not it, guys. I wish I can tell you differently, but that was not really it. Fun idea. But I think this needs some improvement before it's actually enjoyable. But that you can do stuff like this is quite remarkable. We also had this other car, right? We had this other car that was a mod, this 500 kilogram car. Where is it? Why do I not have the GTEs? I don't have the DLC. Oh no. Where is it? It's the Praga Bohema. Ah, here it is, the Celli Valley. Genshin Impact? What? Lego Speed Champions. Interesting. NASA. I go with the NASA car. Or maybe now our short version is perfect, Takajima. Because this is a 500 kilogram car. Yeah, any tweak to triple the RPMs, yeah, in a nutshell. Okay, what is this car? The Chelly, a mini Challenger look. Kinda cute. The steering is very light. That's fitting to the weight. That's a mini Challenger, a mini micro Challenger with 500 kilograms and a 1.3 liter engine. It's like a caricature of a Dodge Challenger. Well, this is the perfect car for McRalph. Because he loves American muscle. Weird balance. But I think the message behind these things here, how funky and funny and more like a meme they are, it is possible to make this stuff. So there will be an amount of quality mods probably that could also be coming. That's funny. I think this is a perfect layout to drive these. Yeah, I mean, there was always a big part of the agenda of Project Motor Racing to have modding. And this works. Yeah, shall we open an open lobby on the in the multiplayer to see if we can drive something together? That would be fun, right? Let's see if anyone will join. Otherwise, we just open it publicly and public people can join. Let's see. Multiplayer. Let's put something up, like a custom lobby. What are the ranked races, by the way, this week? That would also be interesting to see. It's still the stuff that we saw last week in the stream. So I think it refreshes maybe... yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new refresh. And I think tomorrow they will have more, even more combinations. I think that was the announcement, that they have all of the classes being available in ranked racing, which is great. So tomorrow there will be even more choice. That's also quite unique. Has it, by the way, counted my races? No, it did only count 1 out of 3 races back then. Yeah, hopefully that's fixed now. So there's an Takajima server, but we will create a new one. Let's put up a new one with the classic GT500s. I think they are a bit more fun. I'll drive the Honda NSX again. Okay, let's do Takimiya, full version. Maximum of 31 players, crossplay enabled. GT500. We can do multiclass as well, if we wanted to. But I think we keep it at 1 class for now. Quali and race. 10 minutes qualifying, 10 laps. Autumn looks better. Okay. Confirm. Let's put it up and let's see if people are joining. I'll be back in like 3-4 minutes and see how many people will be in there, and then we can just start it. But yeah, if you want to join, we definitely point out the shortcomings if there are any. Oh, yeah. Ah, thank you, Pishbot. Okay, server is up. Let's see if we have a few people joining. Oh, there are already people. Don't know if it's you guys from the chat, but we have people already joining here. Okay, I'm back in a second. I give people some time to join. All right. Legacy Radio Gaming, I saw your message also under the video and your statement and what happened to your forum thread, etc. So that sounds really not too great, and I don't think that it is, necessarily to be connected with how we report on things or how we show things in our articles and videos and stuff. I think we are always also criticizing the things that are missing and stuff. So I don't really know where the connection is that you are drawing, but if they really deleted your stuff or took down a video and whatnot and not responding, that is definitely not nice. So if you have more details to share, maybe message me on Discord. You should find me on Discord in the Overtake Discord, and you would see me there in the roles up there. Like I'm Michel, so maybe message me and we can sort a few things out. But yeah, it doesn't sound too great what you wrote there. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, that's quite a lobby now. Let's get going. It looks like a good race, right? Let's see how this works now. 15 people in the JGTC cars. 10 minutes qualifying and then 10 laps race. Let's see. Let's see how humans do, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I don't really understand certain opinions that tell us that we hyped Project Motor Racing. That's just not true. Especially before the release, we had a few standalone gameplay videos that not even had a comment on if it's good or not good. It was just a pure objective 5-lap race or whatnot, and the AI was not great. And then we had one preview where I said, really, hey, Project Motor Racing has a lot of fun elements, but the most important thing is to get the AI right, and that the AI was not good, and that people should wait for day one to learn about if the AI racing, because the AI racing is the core with a career mode as well. So I always told people to wait for day one, and in the review I also said, yeah, AI is not acceptable. So I don't know where this opinion is coming from, that we hyped the game or that we are advertising also Le Mans Ultimate. Just because I have fun with the game and that there are a lot of positive developments does not mean that it's perfect by any means. So always difficult, because if you're too positive, you are a shipper. If you're too negative, you're a hater. And at the end of the day, this is just to showcase something, and you have to build the opinion on your own, because there are also 1,000 different elements that people like and dislike about a certain racing sim, and you can never really reflect all of this. So yeah, it's always hard to find the right tone, the right balance. But I try to be very objective. I try to communicate my feelings towards a sim. The most important part for me is always, can you have a good time with this, and is it worth your time and money? And I'm in the lucky position that I own, or that I have keys always, free CD keys for all of the sim racing titles, so I can test basically everything as much and as long as I want, almost. So that's a really lucky position to be in. And I'm really trying to balance things and try to tell you, yeah, what's nice and what's not so nice. And I think we really try our best to be objective and point things out that are good and bad on the other hand. And if I have a live stream here where I have constant 3 hours of fun in the Project Motor Racing multiplayer lobbies, yeah, I had a good time. Yeah, what can I do? I think we pointed out the negatives to an extent. Yeah, but we also pointed out how PMR overpromised, and even the tweet of Ian Bell before the release was basically the intro to our review, and how disappointed we were learning about the stuff that is not working, while Ian Bell tweeted stuff that is, like he tweeted, for example, the racing AI in Project Motor Racing is the best racing AI that he ever saw. That's not one-to-one quote, but basically in a nutshell, basically in a nutshell what he tweeted the day before the release. And also they had this weird communication with the preview version of the game, or the review version of the game, that was not the day one version, and then he tweeted like, the version you see on YouTube is not the version that's actually day one patched, and all of this stuff that was super disappointing, and I think we pointed that all out also in our review. So I really don't get why people still tell us that we hype something. And yeah, basically we are paid by everyone as well. We are paid by Studio 397, we are paid by Project Motor Racing, we are paid by iRacing, we are paid by everyone. Just question, where's my where's my Ferrari? Where's the money? I and our company, we have not seen it, so I don't know. Somehow this is the worst spot to be in, that people say that you are paid by everyone, but you are actually not. So maybe they should pay us then. But we are definitely not. So actually, as a German company, we have to follow strict advertising rules. So whenever we have an actual paid advertising or a deal or whatever, we have to display that and show that quite prominently. And we had paid videos, for example with PXN, and we clearly marked them as these. Like there's a PXN. The PXN comparison between VD4, VD6 and VD10 was a paid video, and we said it, and we had it in the video all the time that this is an advertisement, and this is the way it's done. And whenever there is an advertisement or a paid video, we will 100% have a disclaimer. Ja, Dauerwerbesendung. Exactly that. And also only because you received a CD key by a publisher, that does not mean that this is an advertisement, okay? This is just the normal way of games journalism and media. And it's the same for every creator, that there are, of course, embargoes and certain products and game keys that you receive to review stuff. But as long as they have a fair embargo and fair way of handling things, where they don't force you to say certain things in order to get access early, and that's actually never the case, not that I remember, that you have a press embargo that tells you to do certain things or to do not certain things. So then it's totally fine, right? So also we received that GT500 DLC, for example, before the weekend, but nothing in the paperwork or in the documents, in the PDFs will tell me what to not say. It's our complete 100% own opinion, and we are completely free with the stuff that we do. And yeah, there's not really a need for us to hype things either, so... Fifth place so far, not too bad. Yeah, nice to see again. Good mix of PC and console players here in this lobby. 2 minutes left. 18 people now on this hosted race, nice. I'm on a good way to improve my lap time. It's very drifty sometimes. Let's go. So type in the chat if you are on this in this lobby right now. Oh, we are fastest! Holy moly, nice! Oh. But just by a hair. Yeah, I also want to try the broadcast view for a second. I don't think I can really improve my lap times by a crazy amount now. So let's see how it looks like from the pits if we watch other cars. So we go spectate. Next driver. Oh, there's the V8 Supra. Oh, somewhat cinematic even here. There's the Skyline. Oh, this is the guy that's now on pole. He found some time. A lot of time, actually. He's on a 27.1 already. Ooh, this will be... Is that a Supra? That's Supra. No, that's not a Supra. That's an NSX. That's also not a Supra. There's a Supra. Okay, I think it's almost over the session. Skeets here, I don't agree. I think Assetto Corsa Rally has the best replays. But yeah, MS2 also pretty good. Okay, it's over. I think we are second. Yeah, we are second indeed in our Honda. Yeah, penalty system needs work, 100%. I think it has slow motion, yeah. You can slow down to 0.5. Yeah, podium should be the goal now. Yeah, he's driving... Like the pole setter, you mean? Okay. Should be over in 3 seconds. Then we move to the race.
That's P2, mate. Very good driving.
Oh, we
Remember,
have
you
already
win this from the front row.
5 disqualified people. How did that happen? Okay. Online racing with the new DLC pack. So where did he gain the most time? Yeah, sector 2, sector 3. He looks pretty quick. I'm not yet too familiar with the track, I have to admit, but let's see. Starting in second is not too bad. Diogo, I think it takes still takes a while. We had an interview with the chief developer, Kevin Boland, and he said that he right now is, I think he himself was working on improving the core utilization, like the CPU core utilization of the game. And so far I think the game is not capable enough to render 3 displays. So they first do some optimization work on the fundamentals, and then they will get to VR and triples. But I guess it will take a few months still until that is possible. Oh.
You need to nail this start, mate. Put the poles
Okay.
are under pressure. Let's take them into the first corner.
Let's get the power down nice and smooth. Okay, some people had a jump start here. Wow. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Was not a great start. Drop to 6. He spun. He's in the gravel. Back to 4th. A lot of drifting. But it works well. cost some time. Oh. Everyone's on console, wow. It's crazy. I'm the only... on P9 there's someone on the PC as well. But it's... PMR is pretty much living on the console. Contact here. Okay, the battle for P3 is on. Yeah, third gear is sufficient uphill here. Otherwise you have too much rear torque. Yeah, I mean, this here is certainly far from being an arcade or simcade. I mean, that's a bad word either way, simcade. I don't know really what to... Oh! Yeah, touching the gravel is super dangerous. Yeah, but you can see the lockups, how I have to work with the car. That's definitely quite advanced. It's a real challenge, so let's put it like this. So it's for me. This is proper sim racing. Yeah, Steam is not a lot then. But better than 30 players that they used to have. So at least that's something. How much does Rennsport have right now on Steam? Oh, the next guy spun. So we are back in P2, guys. Yeah, it's gone from 30 players to 300. It's 10 times the player numbers. As to before the update. No, I also get more and more comments on YouTube. I always have a good feeling for what people like and what they don't like currently, because we receive so many comments every day. And in the last few weeks you see more and more people that, yeah, write a comment about how they actually enjoy Project Motor Racing and the updates. I think it's mostly console players, because there's also not too much choice, right? You can play ACC, Gran Turismo 7 and Rennsport, I think, when you want to have something close to a sim racing experience, and therefore I think Project Motor Racing would still be a good choice then. But yeah, of course, the sim racer on PC has so much more choice. The gap to P1 is far too big. Maybe we have a little glimmer of hope that the guy in P1 over time will destroy his tires, because he has a lockup every single time. Can really use the curb to rotate the car, nice. 3.4 seconds. Rotates so nicely, wow. I have trouble with the final corner combo because the A pillar is completely blocking my view into the apex, so I have to get the muscle memory kind of first. Same here. P1 is has a great pace, this guy. So it's a very tricky corner here. This uphill right-hander. Yeah, true. I mean, you kind of can tell that I'm used to left-hand drive. He spun. We are first. No, we have to bring it home. Wow. Consistency is the key. As always. I'm getting a better line here. He's only 2 seconds behind, so that will not be an easy one. Still have 4 laps. He's pretty quick. You have to immediately step back on the gas once you slow down here to get a good exit. But I think he made another mistake. He's now 2.5 seconds off. I want that steering wheel as a sim racing wheel. That's quite cool. With these monochrome. Reminds me a little bit of my Subaru BRZ in the interior. It has also these monochrome old school elements. This corner is still tricky. I think it's not Xbox, it's I think PlayStation as well. I think console has this one symbol. It's used for PlayStation 5 and Xbox at the same time. Okay, slow down and then immediately back on throttle here. Yeah, we are getting better. Yeah, this one is easy to spin, actually. By the way, guys, I don't know if this is something we would want to do now, but we have a racing club on overtake.gg, especially for our premium members. It's quite well organized, and I think there's no one. This is also partly community driven. So if someone out there feels entitled to organize a racing club, where we have these like as weekly recurring events, and this even cross-platform, could be quite nice. Just as an idea, if someone would be interested. You can get in touch via Discord, maybe. We have AC Evo starting soon. We have a lot of us at the Corsa, guys, actually. So Multiclass at the Corsa weeks, events a week. And we have LMU every Friday right now, I think. R Factor 2 is still very active. And yeah, I mean, I could totally see also a racing club for Project Motor Racing. Just need people, who help us running it, actually, so... But I think this opportunity to get some console players on board and have the crossplay option, that's quite nice, actually. You could stream it. Hey, Kevin! I could run a one-off maybe to test things as a test event. Oh, he's getting closer. Final lap. Gotta concentrate now. AMS2 we already have as well. So there's AMS2 Racing Club as well. And we even had a special event just a few weeks back. It was super nice. We did Sebring 2005 with the GT1s and LMP cars. That was super cool. Nice and smooth here one more time. Oh, he's getting so close. He's way faster than we are. My problem is still, I think, the final double right-hander. I just don't know how to get fast through here. But we won! Nice. But so many people did not make it. Victory! Kevin, the AI on this new track at least was quite good, so I had a few good races. It's getting there, but maybe if you're not sure, Kevin, wait maybe another 2 months maybe. I think 1 or 2 bigger updates that also address the AI would be needed, especially the consistency on a lot of the tracks, like if you run the championship and stuff with the AI, but the multiplayer is not too bad. And tomorrow they will have, I think, all of the car classes in ranked racing, so that could be cool. All of my online racing was quite good until now. Just the fact that it didn't count the races, because we raced on the very first day of the server being up and stuff, so... Yeah, felt good. I mean, as you see, Dario was much quicker. His best lap, half a second, but yeah, he was in the low 27s even. If I can improve my performance a little bit in the double right-hander towards the end, I had a hard time getting the apex right because I don't really see it, because the car's APEL is blocking it. Otherwise, I think we can have low 27s as well. But it was fun, hey, not bad. I like this, that reminds me so much of Project Cars 2, this hands-on approach of just creating a lobby, jumping in with your friends, and no matter if they are on the console or on a PC, I think it's good to have this experience back in the 2020 years. We did not have this for a while, since ACC had no crossplay. Rennsport just also launched last year, so having this like social aspect of sim racing together between platforms back is really cool. And I think this DLC pack is a super positive as well for Project Motor Racing. So also I think the price is quite fair considering the amount of content you get. To be fair, the GT500 modern cars are not too different from each other because they all share basically the same car and it's just a different shell, I believe. So there would not be, like from my limited experience now here, these are all not too different from each other. The 5 cars here, it's just really a platform with different brands on top and different cars, but they all look hella cool. So yeah, still you get 9 cars and 1 track for 10 euros. You can't complain too much, even though, I mean, the perception changes a little bit when you consider that it's cut content maybe. If if they developed this already with the base game back then and now released it a few weeks later, it's always the grain of salt, yeah. But I guess there was also work being put into this after the release, and therefore I think it goes through as hey, nice DLC. Somehow they all have to pay the licenses and stuff. I mean, the track is not licensed, that's for sure, but at least it's scanned. So they bought a laser scan at least, or licensed a laser scan from someone. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, the game is also discounted now, so not really a lot of reason to complain too much there on this end. But it depends on if you want to see the glass half full or half empty, right? So I can see that you could argue about this, but for me, it's just an enjoyable DLC pack, enjoyable cars. Good job here from Straight 4 Studios. And the track is done beautifully. Like, the track felt really dynamic, really good. Curbs were nice. Okay. That's GT500 in a nutshell. Here, I mean, overall, it's really nice that they bring these types of cars. So, if you want to race this stuff, JGTC, it's your only choice currently. If you want a modern or somewhat modern sim, I haven't even seen too many nice GT500 Assetto Corsa mods. So you always get this argument of, yeah, everything exists for Assetto Corsa, but prove me wrong. But I don't think that we have a super nice, complete GT500 or GT300 mod package for Assetto Corsa. I don't think so. I just don't think so. Great, yeah. If they continue like this, with the updates, with improving the game, with getting the bugs fixed, getting the technicalities sorted, yeah, I think this game has a future, actually. And I didn't really expect that after 1.0 and after we've learned what happened after release with the studio and stuff. So, yeah, let's just be hopeful and see what happens. All right. GT500 Evo is faster than LMDH. Yeah. I mean, I could imagine that, yeah. I mean, you could now test it in the game, yeah, because you have LMDH versus that would be a fun test, actually. Yeah, let's do one more little test. I want to see that. Multiclass. Multiclass LMDH versus. Yes. Let's do this quickly, okay? Let's a little final test. I hope you are still here. We're doing LMDH versus GT500. Let's do that. That would be super interesting. 15 versus 10 versus 10. On Imola? Yeah, maybe here. Okay. Yeah, on a full grid, forget about it. 31 cars I can't use because my FPS drop super low to like 40, mid-40s, 50 FPS. So the maximum I can run is 20. That's not too great either. Okay. WEC versus GT500. What will happen here? Let's see how the lap times differ. And I mean, we saw now the AI performance on 80 is kind of similar to my pace, I'd say. We're in the Cadillac. I just want to encounter a GT500 car now. Are they coming? Only blue cars. I want a red car. Why does the Cadillac sound so different from LMU? I wonder who's closer to the real thing. Yeah, the reason for the FPS is pretty much the CPU you're running. I have a relatively old, like 4 or 5 years old CPU, the AMD Ryzen 5800 X3D. And it seems like this is not really ideal for Project Motor Racing. Oh my goodness me. It's just driving away. But that could be due to the AI as well. Don't know. Multiplayer is fine, yeah, because multiplayer, the CPU is not busy handling your AI drivers. It's really the AI drivers that drag a lot of the CPU's performance. That's the main issue. Okay, I think GT500 might be faster than WEC. Is there any reference for that? Like, can we compare maybe Fuji lap times? Can someone maybe do me a favor and look that up? Like, what were the lap times in Fuji in GT500 versus WEC? Yeah, that would be... Oh, thank you, Oil Slick. That would be super interesting. Oh, so GT500 is faster than LMDH or LMH. Wow. Okay. Let's see if it's reflected in the game. The first lap times are coming in. The car still is not the nicest to drive. It's still quite weird, to be honest. Yeah, we need to... Ah, there's another one coming. The Nissan. I couldn't keep up with the Supra though. Do the GT500s have some lap times already? Yeah, they do have, indeed. Ah, they are in a different class. Yeah, they are indeed faster, look. 4 seconds. The funny thing is that... Yeah, 4 seconds quicker. At least the AI is. Let's try the race.
Unfortunately, there's no time on the board.
Ah, yeah, they have success ballast. Yeah, that's... Oh my goodness me, that will be so much chaos, because the game considers the LMDH to be the top class, but the GT500s are faster, So that's super interesting. So this will end in a total multi-class chaos from the start. Because they will be faster, but the hypercars will block their way. That's a good way to break Project Motor Racing's AI.
Let's get a good start. Take some of those cars off the line.
There they are coming. Or not. Prepare for trouble. Review mirror is where the show is going. Yeah, but usually PMR's AI has a hard time overtaking faster cars. My goodness me. Okay, there are all the GT500s. Yeah, it's not really their strong suit. This NSX already has a broken tail light. The T1 was still relatively... At one point will they overtake the whole field? It will take ages probably. There's one behind us. Oh. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Drive. Hey, there's enough space, dude. Maybe this is top speed. Yeah, top speed is probably higher on the... Oh, now he attacks. He can brake later. But this kind of surprises me, really. I knew that DTM was super fast and that GT500 are beasts, but I did not expect them to be that much faster than hypercars. Or LMDH or LMH. I gotta quickly verify this information. If this with the Fuji lap time is true, because Google AI, you know, is sometimes a bit... I don't know. Could also be the case that it rained in the Fuji WEC qualifying and whatnot, so yeah, we have to verify if it was really a dry lap. Yeah, probably. Yeah, but hypercars are super light and have a lot of aero, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, the GT500s have also crazy wings and all that. Yeah, LMP is without a question. Okay. I really want to know now. Yeah, Fuji lap times are true. Okay. Yeah, interesting. I mean, that's probably the only track where we can actually compare. Because in modern times, that's the only track where both of the classes compete, yeah? So, yeah, but interesting. I didn't know that. That is the learning of the day for me. The GT500 is faster than WEC. Huh. Okay. Yeah, similar weight to power and better tires. Yeah, maybe, yeah. What tires are they running, though? We probably see it here. Yeah. Probably Bridgestone, maybe, or Yokohama. Yeah, Bridgestone, Potenza. But probably they have different tire manufacturers. I remember Igor Fraga telling me about different tires in GT300. It's probably the same for GT500. I think they were running Hankook or something. And yeah, so yeah, I see different teams, different years as well here, but I think there are many different tire manufacturers. Okay. I don't use Crew Chief at all, actually. I don't need someone to constantly tell me what happens. I can see it in the overlays and everywhere else. So I don't really feel the urge of using Crew Chief. Like, it can be quite immersive, I'll get that, but I prefer to have one software less that consumes my background processes and stuff. So not really using Crew Chief. They go to a single brand next year. I think I have to catch up with GT500 a bit more. There is the official YouTube channel where you can watch the races. I hope, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, thank you guys. That was my impression. I think 3 hours are sufficient we tested it in depth in multiplayer. We tested most of the cars, so new track's great. AI worked pretty well. So yeah, that's a positive. I think thumbs up here for this DLC pack. I had a lot of fun here with this one. We will certainly pull off some multiplayer event in action with this because it's really great fun. So yeah. I'd say enjoy the rest of your week. We have more. Tomorrow, as people also asked here earlier, I will be streaming Le Mans Ultimate with some of the new content also in multiplayer. We had 2 videos now, but I will also try it in multiplayer tomorrow. I can't wait for that. So until then, enjoy your day, have fun racing. See you next time. Bye-bye.